Hey everyone, Craig here.
Rhino.
Yep, and we are currently in Epcot, standing outside the American Adventure because we're going to take you on a rousing 45-minute journey through our nation's history, as told by Mark Twain and Benjamin Franklin. I forgot him.
I've never been in this attraction.
Okay, well, we're going to have to change that, actually, but that's not actually what we're doing today. We are here at Epcot because Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix Live is back. You might remember this show from last summer that I tore apart. It should not be the Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix Live. It should be the Awful Mix Live. Ooh. Yep, I went there and said that. Did you actually see it last year?
No, I tried to come and see it on a couple of different times, but there was very inclement weather.
Okay, so we'll be able to get your first impressions on that there. But actually, before we do that, we have food.
I'm hungry.
We have to get some food, and at the Liberty Inn, they are doing special food items specifically for the Guardians of the Galaxy celebration here.
There's a space sandwich, all this sort of theme stuff here.
Yep, and then there's drinks at the Fife and Drum too. I don't know if we'll get one of them. We might while we're waiting for the show to start and stuff, but start with food, so we're going to head inside, get to it.
We got our Guardians of the Galaxy themed food. There were 4 items altogether. We're gonna get started here with the space sandwich, which is barbecue pork sandwich topped with crispy onions served on a barouche, or brioche, if you will, bun with French fries. Now, I saw the press photos of this, and then what you look at in real life, it kind of like my stomach is a little queasy because I'm looking at this blue bun. Like, it looks okay under here, like that's clearly blue, but on the outside, this looks like I went on vacation and forgot to throw my bread away.
Because it's blue, green, and yellow, so it's like not a good combination of colors.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I can see the other one underneath. So it literally looks like a bruise on a burger. I think they probably should have went for purple, but whatever. I'm just gonna do a little cutsy in half here. See? You see? I'm gonna go with the, I should have cut it the other way so you could have gotten some of the mold here too.
Oh, I'm fine without the mold.
Okay. Let's see. Voila. Okay.
Crispy onions.
Yeah, the onions are actually still crispy, so they're holding true to that. And, I mean, it's fine. The bread does feel a little stale, to be honest with you. Like, maybe it's been out of its wrapper or something since this morning, but it's not terrible. Obviously, color doesn't really have a flavor to it, but the pulled pork's pretty good. I mean, it's tender, flavorful. It's kind of standard issue. Not offensive, you know. Well, you're kind of the pulled pork expert, so why don't you give it a try?
Yeah, it was a very strange ordering process. So the cast member helping us was very, very nice, but I don't know if they've already been getting like feedback about the taste and stuff, because like the first thing she asked us when we ordered this space monstrosity of sorts, I mean, no, it looks fun. It looks pretty good, but she asked if we wanted the crispy onions on. So I don't know if like people are already complaining or something about it, but I love crispy onions.
Yeah, it's the best part.
Yeah,
it's a crunch.
So I do have a lot of color there.
Been out in that galactic sun for too long.
Okay. Yeah, it's non-offensive, so the pulled pork is decent. I don't remember if Flame Tree still has pulled pork, but you know, it's what you would expect from there too. It's probably made the exact same way. It really comes down to the pork's easy to cook. The barbecue sauce is just very standard. It's probably just like boring Heinz or something. I'm not noticing the same issue with the bun as you. I think it's more that we usually have barbecue sandwiches and stuff not on a brioche bun. I don't know if I just spit on myself there, but you know, that bun's going to be a little bit more denser, sometimes a little crispy on top too. So it isn't. I'm not having a problem with that. So it's pretty decent. I'd get it again. But I'm going to move on to our next food item. And this is, I like to call this the Steve Porter special. It's like, it's essentially his dream. It's the awesome mixed plate. It is $11.99. It's French fries topped with barbecue pulled pork, macaroni and cheese, bacon pieces, and lettuce. So it is a hefty portion. And I would expect it to be a hefty portion for $11.99. I mean, with that, that's like a full meal. The barbecue, the space sandwich was $10.99, and I feel like that's a steal for that price, and I still think it a little bit more. This one is too, but you can tell right from the start looking at it, it's basic Disney mac and cheese. It's the exact same pulled pork. It's basic Disney fries. So it's just about, will this basic combination come together in something more delicious?
I think it's weird that it's called the mixed plate. Like, the mixed plate makes it sound like it's like maybe like hummus and pita and like something else.
I'm feeling this all together, actually. You know, the kind of all the other flavors take away from the Disney fries, but the fries are still holding their sturdiness. You know, they're not getting all floppy. They're not getting all soggy and flimsy. They're, oh no.
That bird's gonna come over here.
We're gonna get attacked by the bird. Mac and cheese is helping, adding that nice creamy, savory side to it. The bacon's a nice sharp contrast on there, adding in the salt. Same thing goes with the pulled pork. It's actually adding a little sweetness to it. I could have used a little bit more lettuce for the crunch, I think, but I'm actually, I would have been fine with a big bowl of mac and cheese and pulled pork on it, but I'm gonna let you try it, see what you think.
All right, so you're right. You handed this over to me, and I was like, oh, this is a heavy little container here. Let me get some of this in here.
I didn't mean it like that.
I feel like I didn't get enough of everything.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta get, it literally, you have to stack these bites. You gotta get a big mouthful because it's at its best when all the flavors are working together, I think.
I see what you're saying. Like, the fries don't really add anything other than kind of that texture to it.
Yeah.
And again, it's see, for me, I tend to lean towards spicy over sweet. So it does get that sweet pulled pork flavor in there really good. But the mac and cheese is actually really good too. I'm a fan, and they spared no expense with the bacon. The lettuce, however, I could have used even more lettuce. They could have been. I think there were people who maybe didn't want it because the cashier said to us, it comes with lettuce, is that okay? And I'm like, of course it is.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It, right?
I would have liked more lettuce.
Yeah, I think maybe like if there had been lettuce on the bottom and then they layered this stuff on top too, that would be in there. But again, not bad, honestly. Not offensive, I think, is the theme here. I hate saying the same word over and over again. But we have a dessert as well, and that dessert is the Cosmic Cake, which is a chocolate cake filled with vanilla buttercream. Oh, excuse me, with vanilla buttercream and space sprinkles. Ooh, out of this world. I am gonna use this knife here and try and cut this up. So, yep, oh, chocolate is a lot softer than I thought it was gonna be. So, there you go. I thought it was gonna be those really like thick thing. I don't know if you want to see it on the inside exploding with sprinkles. All right, I'm going in hyper speed. I don't know what I'm saying.
The flirkin.
Hit the flirkin.
You're not usually a fan of chocolate cake or chocolate desserts. How is it?
It's pretty chocolatey. Honestly, I feel like the vanilla gets lost a little bit, but I do like the sprinkles in the middle because it kind of gives it that extra little crunchy texture in there. It's not like dark chocolate. It's probably on the sweeter or the milk chocolate side of things. But again, like, I'm not a big chocolate fan, so this is not like it's kind of straightforward for me. But the cake is good. It's well made, and I'm not using all the words to describe cake. I'm going to save those words for you. So, so why don't I let you try this other half? You let me know what you think.
I'm about to get in on this cake now, so I apologize if you hear any bad words or anything in the background. There are the most obnoxious drunks right now sitting right behind us screening. They are the worst people. I freaking hate Epcot.
They're super
for this exact
racist
reason.
too.
Yeah, they're not only cursing, they're racist, they're offensive in every way. I really hope they get arrested before the night's over. They really deserve it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Only in America.
freaking hate Americans. You're right, the sprinkles add a nice little extra touch to it, a little extra crunch. The cake is very chocolatey, very, very. It's fudgy. It's moist, dense, all at the same time. And it's not bad. I will never get this again, though.
No.
I ate my bite, and I'm fine with it. But last thing we got to try is the Rocket Fuel. This is the specialty drink in here. Like I said, there's more out in front in the Fife and Drum. It's basically frozen Coke and grenadine. So, I mean, essentially, like, it's going to be like a cherry Coke flavor when it's said and done. So,
Bring it in. Lisa Diaz.
Yeah.
Let me see Lisa Diaz.
Cherry Coke.
It's a cherry Coke.
Extra
Frozen
cherry?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even... Yeah.
Oh my God, squirrel! Hey, look at me. Oh my goodness. Lisa Diaz.
I hate my life right now. So, we're gonna finish up. I'll get Rhino's thoughts on this far away from here. Plus, the show's about to start, so we'll catch back up with you.
Thank you, Terrence. Thank you, Epcot. We are so excited to be here. We are the Xandarian Chamber Orchestra. So what do you say? Shall we show them how we do it on Xandar? Zordu Hasselfrau! Zordu Hasselfrau!
Star-Lord. Nothing? Just them? Not important. The important thing is that you can't keep playing that song. Seriously. Scale back the intensity. I've got this handled. Guys, let me introduce you to
Gamora!
You know her.
She is one of the Guardians of the Galaxy. She helped save our planet.
I know, I was there.
Quill, where is this emergency you dragged us halfway across the galaxy for?
Happening right behind us. Wait, listen, you guys sound awesome, but here's the thing. The people out here, they're Terrans, and their little Terran ears aren't made to process the intricacies of Xandarian music.
But we came all the way here to share our music, and now what? We have a, what do you call it? Oh, yes. A whole set to fill.
Music?
If you'll let me, I'm pretty sure I can help you out. Yeah? Yes! All right.
Oh, an infant sequoia!
No, he's the answer to all of your problems.
I am Groot.
Hey, buddy, I need you to pull up a song for me. It should be at the top of my playlist. Nice! See, I was born on this planet. I know what Terrans like. You guys have those headsets, right? Put those headsets on, just like so. Groot, can you feed that audio down into their headsets? Okay?
I am Groot.
Good tree. Now, when the music starts playing in your headset, you all just play along. You're super talented musicians. I have complete faith in you. 12%. All right, here we go, Ringo. Who's next? Slide me in with the bass line. Pinball Wizard on the keys. And guitar. Nice! All right, they've got this thing down pat. I need a little audience participation. Here we go. Ooga chakas.
Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. When you hold in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me.
You're pretty quick learners.
Does it sound good? Zordu Hasselfrau!
whoa, don't go getting all Mariah on me just yet. There are still a few things I need to teach you before you become the galaxy's greatest cover band.
Quill, can we head back to the ship now?
We're just getting started. I mean, would David Hasselhoff have left KISS after just one test drive?
Huh?
Would Mr. Miyagi have walked out on Danielson before the whole wax on, wax off thing?
Huh? That doesn't mean anything to me.
Guys, well, he wouldn't have. And besides, wait until you hear this next one. Groot, hit the next track.
I understand. On this planet Epcot, only the male of the species sings?
No, that is so not true. In fact, I've got something special just for you. Groot!
I am Groot.
Want to do a song without my help?
What? Another favorite?
They're all my favorite. What do you guys think? Here we go. I'm so proud of you. Take it away. No, guys, this is not on the playlist.
Give me
it from here.
Most certainly. Thank you for your help.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing. You gotta find a better name for your band. Star-Lord out. Terrence! We are the Star-Lord!
Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Show you that would you please let me back in your heart? Oh, done it now, it's time to let you go. Let you go, baby. I'll see you in time. I want you back. I want you back. I want you back. Thank you, Terrence. Thank you, Epcot. Star-Lords, out.
The peacefulness of nature. You were clutching your pearls there,
No,
I see.
I thought I lost my sunglasses, but I put them in my backpack.
Yeah, so we are outside of Epcot now at this point, not because they kicked us out.
They said, get out of here.
Yeah, they said, get out of there, you fools.
Yeah.
We heard one of you didn't like Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix Live in person. Monorail.
The undercarriage of a monorail.
Yeah. No, we literally, actually, we were watching the show and we were meeting up with Fiasco in the park too. And then we got to talking after the show and we literally walked out to our cars and then realized that we completely forgot to finish the video. So that's why we're out here.
We were thrown off by the men that were screaming.
Yeah, it was all a very strange experience. It really, really was. So when we last left off, I was finishing the frozen Coke with the grenadine syrup in it and passed it off to Rhino. We never got to film him having it because it melted during the show. He did drink it though.
Yeah, frozen Coke, I mean, it's what you said. It was a frozen Coke with grenadine. It's cherry Coke. I feel like it should almost be illegal to call it what they call it. It's just cherry Coke, but it was, I feel like frozen Cokes are very refreshing. I don't have anything against them.
I would have rather had like a frozen Shirley Temple.
I would have liked a little bit, like maybe something a little more colorful, but I think they did have an alcoholic drink that was a little more colorful that we didn't have time to get to because it did also start like kind of raining a little bit after the show.
Well, they, at the Fife and Drum, again, I'm sorry, we didn't get to show you. Yeah, it also started raining, so we were like, well, we got to get out of the park. But at Fife and Drum, they have one that was like 3 different kind of slushes together, making it really colorful.
Yeah.
They had another one that was, someone can't find their car. They had another one that was like, it was made so it could be non-alcoholic with fruit juices, or then also alcoholic by adding, I think, cherry whiskey in it, or something like that.
That's what Fife and Drum has over there.
Yeah, and then there was, I want to say, like one root beer float, essentially, root beer and soft serve, that had a Fun Guardians name. So maybe we'll come back to do this. They really cannot find their car. Goodness gracious.
It's funny because we're parked in that row that's right in front of the river, so it's like the easiest row not to forget where you're parked.
Yeah, where did I park? So, you're right.
I feel like you need to show how empty the parking lot is too, to be like, it's impossible to lose your car right now. We're literally, there's probably 100 cars out here.
Yeah, I will show the final, that will be our final closing shot for this. But in wrapping up, so you saw the clips of Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix Live. Rhino, what'd you think of the show?
I was prepared to go in and think it was going to be the worst thing I'd ever seen because you did not speak highly of it last year. And I did watch your video, not the whole thing, but just like clips of it. And I was like, this looks really cheesy. And it was really cheesy, but I think the performers were excellent singers in that show. Actually, some of the best singers I think I've heard on Disney property. I'm assuming they're cast members, but the Gamora, she looks like Gamora, but when they were like, do us a high kick, girl, or give me one of those roundhouse kicks, it was like when you see someone who does a cartwheel and they end up looking like a monkey tumbling, you're like, oh no, okay. And so it was one of those where like I feel bad because I'm like, she looks great, she's probably great for a meet and greet, but when it comes to the physicality of the role, that was like cringeworthy a little bit for me, and that I don't think is her fault. But I don't know. I don't feel like this needed to be Guardians. I feel like it contradicts a lot of the story from the movies, not to get into that stuff, but like, you know, they're talking about stuff and he's wearing the outfit from the first movie, but it's stuff from the second movie, and Xandar is not like that planet that they're from, but they say they're from Xandar, and I'm like, isn't that the planet that Ronan is from? So
Yeah, I think I don't remember what I said about it last year. I know I didn't like it last year. I still don't like it this year. I think it is bad. I don't like that acting. I don't get into the cheesiness of it. The singers and the band is so good at what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think it's almost an insult
I agree,
to them to actually like put in the bad acting along with it too.
And it like pulls out the most awkward parts of Star-Lord's personality, and it'll be like, oh yeah, you know, that part everyone laughed at in the movie where he's like, slow dance and pass it on, and he does that at California Adventure too, and I'm like, I hate when the character is like 10 times what the character in the movie, because Star-Lord is already a character that's over the top.
Yeah, if Disney really wanted to be good to these people, give them a venue where they can actually just perform as themselves and be really good at what they're doing. Don't add in cheesy dialogue and bad acting along the way too. And I mean, if
it could have just been a mixtape show, just call it an awesome mix and make it like the summer holiday mix, and then that's it. You know, it didn't need the Guardians part of it.
Yeah, if that's what they have to do to put these people on a stage, then I guess so be it, because they really deserve to be performing. The women, especially, like they have.
When the girls started singing, I was like,
yeah,
whoa!
With the "Hit Me with Your Best Shot,"
Yeah.
the same thing as last year. I want to say the one of the two girls from last year was back doing it this year, and you know, a lot of the band I believe is the same as well too, and so it's still solid. It's good music. If you're passing by and you want to listen to some good music, do it. But I mean, it's the acting in dialogue is just terrible. It really is bad. I wish they could have revamped it in between years and made it something so much better. I mean, it does have a cult following in that way too.
It reminds me of Hollywood Studios Entertainment when it was MGM.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense to anybody out there, like that kind of 90s like weird over the top show that doesn't really make a lot of sense anymore.
But it's got that cult following like Space Beagle out at Knott's Berry Farm. I like Space Beagle a lot better. But no, it's, you know what? If you enjoy it, good on you. Like I said, I love the music. I love the performers. And that I just do not like Star-Lord and Gamora. I think that just ruins the entire show for me, because I don't want to sit through those awkward moments. But and just the final thoughts on the food. $10.99 for the sandwich, $11.99 for the mac and cheese, French fries, pulled pork. Like that. The only thing I would say is I don't recommend the dessert, and if you don't like frozen Cokes with grenadine, then stay away from that. But I thought both of the food items we got, I was very pleasantly surprised with them. I would eat them again.
Yeah, I think they were fine.
Yeah. So, cool. Okay, well, that's all our thoughts on that. The show, the food, everything. We'll maybe be back again to do more with this, or we might not. Probably not. I'm just going to say that right flat out front. But don't want to get your hopes up. So that's going to do it for this one. We'll see you again for the next. Do all the good stuff. Subscribe, hit the like, leave us comments. We'll see you again.
Look at this empty garage before you go.
It's just a parking lot, not a garage, Rhino.